so many people are able to memorize. I've heard of even kids memorizing it. I mean, talking about the whole thing, like that's like some divine stuff going on right there, because it's not like it's one passage, it's a whole book.
Han Meditation.
Hey guys, as you can see, I have all these journals. The link will be in the description. Hello guys, I am Han. This is Kelly. We are Han Meditations, and we're back with another video. Every time we do one of these videos, it leads somewhere very spectacular, very different. We're learning all different kind of information, and we honestly don't know where it is going to lead. So we did a lot of videos about the miracles of the Quran. I want to know what ChatGPT has to say about the miracles of the Quran. Let's go ahead and ask, and let's find out together.
Let's go.
Hello, ChatGPT. I'm sure you're aware of all the miracles of the Quran. We have a YouTube channel. We've done videos, watching videos about the miracles of the Quran. I want to hear your opinion on what do you think are some of the miracles of the Quran.
The miracles of the Quran are often cited to highlight its unique nature and divine origin. Here are a few aspects commonly regarded as miracles. 1. Linguistic inimitability. Many believe the Quran's language, style, and eloquence are unmatched. Its literary beauty and depth have inspired countless poets and scholars. The challenge to produce a verse or chapter like it remains a significant point of discussion. 2. Scientific knowledge. Some verses in the Quran describe natural phenomena that align with modern scientific understanding, such as embryology and the expansion of the universe. These are often viewed as evidence of divine knowledge beyond the time of its revelation. 3. Preservation. The Quran has remained unchanged since it was revealed over 1,400 years ago. Its preservation is seen as a miracle in itself, given the challenges of maintaining textual integrity over time. 4. Prophecies. The Quran contains predictions about future events, some of which believers argue have come to pass, suggesting a divine source. 5. Spiritual impact. Many find that the Quran has a profound spiritual effect on individuals and communities, often described as transforming lives and guiding moral conduct. These elements contribute to the belief that the Quran is a living miracle. What specific aspects or miracles have you covered in your videos?
We actually talked a little bit about the literary. We talked about the prophecies, but also the literary miracles of the Quran and how certain things were said certain times. I believe it said, these numbers are totally off, but something about it said mentioned women 13 times and men 12 or something like that, and some kind of genes or connected to the women. I don't remember the chromosome. No, it was something, but I don't remember it exactly. That's why I need your help to go out and help me remember some of these literary miracles of the Quran.
It sounds like you're referring to some interesting literary miracles in the Quran. Here are a couple of notable examples related to the themes you mentioned. 1. Mention of men and women. In the Quran, it's noted that the word dhakar is mentioned 23 times, while woman untha is mentioned 14 times. This has been interpreted to highlight the equality of men and women in many aspects of life, including spiritual and moral responsibilities. 2. Genetic reference. While the Quran doesn't explicitly mention chromosomes, some interpretations discuss how the creation of humans is referred to in a way that aligns with modern understanding of genetics. For instance, the Quran mentions that humans were created from a single soul, Surah An-Nisa 4 verse 1, which some see as a reference to the shared genetic material between men and women. 3. Numerical patterns. Scholars have pointed out various numerical patterns within the Quran. For instance, certain themes are said to occur in pairs or specific counts, such as the number of times specific concepts are mentioned, which can be seen as a reflection of the balanced and harmonious nature of the text. 4. Literary devices. The use of rhyme, rhythm, and repetition throughout the Quran contributes to its literary beauty. For example, the use of parallelism and chiasmus enhances the memorability and impact of its verses. These literary aspects are often highlighted to demonstrate the Quran's unique composition and its ability to convey profound messages in a structured manner. If you need more specific details about any of these points or others, feel free to ask.
Explain to me a little bit about the prophecies of the Quran and how some of these prophecies came to light. I don't need all of them. You can just give me a few of them.
The prophecies in the Quran are often cited as evidence of its divine origin. Here are a few notable examples. 1. The victory of the Romans. In Surah Ar-Rum, it is prophesied that the Romans would defeat the Persians after suffering a defeat. This occurred within a few years, and it was seen as a remarkable prediction given the context of the time. The verse states that the Romans would be victorious in a few years, which happened in the Battle of Nineveh in 638 CE. 2. Preservation of the Quran. The Quran prophesizes its own preservation. In Surah Al-Hijr, it says that Allah will guard the Quran from corruption. This is seen as fulfilled by the fact that the Quran has remained unchanged since its revelation, with millions of people memorizing it and its text being meticulously preserved. 3. The expansion of Islam. The Quran predicts the spread of Islam and its establishment as a major world religion. This has come to pass, as Islam is now one of the largest religions globally, with over 1 billion followers. 4. The end times. There are verses in the Quran that discuss signs of the Day of Judgment and events leading up to it. While interpretations vary, many believers see current events in the world as fulfilling these prophecies, creating a sense of urgency and awareness about moral and ethical living. These prophecies are viewed by many as a demonstration of the Quran's divine knowledge and its ability to foresee events beyond the time of its revelation. Would you like to dive deeper into any specific prophecy or topic?
Not yet, chat. Not yet. Because that just gave us a lot of information and already has my mind going and going. That's why I said we never know how it's going to go, which direction it's going to go, because we did a lot of videos about some of this stuff. And it's like, it's just absolutely insane about all of the little, the literary miracles, about the prophecies in the Quran, predicting wars. Imagine if that was wrong. Yeah. Imagine if it was in the Quran and then it was wrong. Everyone would be like, okay, man, whatever, dude, whatever you're talking about, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, it was wrong right here. It says it right here, dude. It says it and they lost. Like, what are you talking about? But that's not what happened. So no one can really say, hey, it's wrong here, it's wrong there. No, because it's all there. And it really is a miracle in how it came. So it's like, this is a legitimate holy text. So I don't care if you're a Christian. I don't care if you're Jewish. I don't care if you're a Hindu. Whatever you are, this is a legitimate holy text that needs to be read by you. And you need to study it before you can even make your decision on what religion you are. If you haven't read the Quran, if you haven't read the Bible, if you haven't read it, and all of these books, how can you even choose a religion if you don't know?
That's true. And it almost feels like a shame to not be able to read it actually in Arabic, because I'm sure it's just so even way more eloquent and profound and descriptive. And it makes me want to be able to read Arabic, honestly. But even in English, even in any other language, finding about the ring composition and everything, it's just, you can't make this stuff up. And like it even said in the beginning, people have tried to replicate or try to make a text like this, and it's just, it can't be done. So there's definitely something to say there. And the how so many people are able to memorize. I've heard of even kids memorizing it. Talking about the whole thing, like that's like some divine stuff going on right there, because it's not like it's one passage, it's a whole book. So it's just absolutely fascinating. You're
absolutely right, Kelly. And I heard like people they memorize the entirety of the book.
Yeah, many
really
people have.
Think about, and I've read it, guys. Not the whole thing, but you can see on my channel where I've read it for like 2 hours. Mm-hmm. How could you memorize the entirety of the book? That's insane. That's like, and I guess there's like some kind of record that so many people have done it before. Wow. So this isn't just a normal occurrence. People do this all the time. There's probably people today that, hey, I just memorized the entirety of the Quran. So it's so cool to hear that and see that, and to have a place that you can go back and look at it. So we're going to dive deeper into a lot of this stuff, but I have to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and that's all you need to do. But thank you guys for donating. And if you want to contact us, that's the best thing to do. To donate $1, whatever it is, $1, $2, $1 million, we'll take out anything that you guys can have that you guys can donate because we appreciate it. But if you donate even $1 or whatever, 1 cent, it doesn't matter. If you leave your email in there and then send us an email, if you have a long note or something you want us to read, then we can go ahead and search that email, because that way it filters it out a lot, because we get emails every day. So thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next video. We love you.